Speed Kills is about teaching you how to play lightning fast. Now, how I'm going to do this is show you 5 different techniques that you can use to not only amaze your friends, but to live life in the fast lane. The first technique is alternate picking. The second technique, economy picking. The third technique is legato technique or hammer and pull technique. The fourth technique is hybrid picking. The last technique is tapping. The first technique I want to cover is alternate picking. And what alternate picking is literally downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. It's continuous down, up, down, up, down, up. And what this does is if you are using 3 notes per string groupings, which a lot of riffs are, what happens is that new string gets hit with an upstroke. It would be down, up, down, up, down, up. And this is where most people screw up. Now, this first exercise I want to start with cures that. So it really focuses on hitting a new string on an upstroke. Exercise 2 is an exercise that involves a melodic sequence. A melodic sequence is a series of notes. Maybe it's 3 notes or 4 notes that you establish in one pattern. And then what you do is you can take that and you start moving it down a scale. So in other words, you've established a 4-note sequence and you start moving it down. Starting, for example, if it's an E Dorian, G, F sharp, E. That's a sequence. Exercise 3 is a combination of exercises 1 and 2, but with an ending. But this ending riff that goes like this is the riff that I showed myself and learned how to alternate pick. I actually told my mom I was sick when I was going to school. And growing up in the Chicago area, we had these heaters that were on the ground. And so what I did is I stuck my head up to the heater and started frying in my, I'm sweating. And I'm like, Mom, I'm sick. I can't go to school today. And she went, okay, son, you can stay home. And I was like, thank you, Mother. And so what I did was I went into my room and started on the riff. And the riff was this. Because I wanted to learn how to alternate pick, but I did it in the A position. And I did this riff over and over and over. In fact, I eventually one day did this riff 1,000 times in a row. It took a while, but what I learned was this. Sometimes I could play it fast and play it really clean. Other times I would be like, I kept playing it over and over and over. Sometimes I would get it, sometimes I wouldn't. I didn't know why. And what I realized looking back is I was watching my fretboard hand because I was watching my technique. Then I decided after a million times playing this, I'm not even watching my picking hand and I'm working on this. And as I was watching it, I would notice I would play it correctly one time. But then the next time, instead of doing alternate picking down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, I would sometimes do 2 downstrokes or 2 upstrokes and basically tripping over myself trying to play this. And I went, that's it. I said, I'm missing this. And so what I did was, I didn't concentrate on this, I concentrated on this. I concentrated specifically on this and cured the problem. I realized I wasn't hitting that new string on an upstroke. And that's essentially what I'm teaching you in all these alternate picking exercises, how to go from string to string to string.